All right, what's up with y'all boys? This is Russell. I'm back with another video. And today's title, Unpopular Gym Opinions. You know, I've been thinking about this for a long time, you know, bringing this to you all because I'm not gonna lie, I've been working out for a few years. Here's my little progress. You know, put that little click on the screen, you know what I'm saying? But I've been working out for a few years. There's been a lot of opinions that I've seen over these past few years. So we're gonna be discussing everything today, from workouts to ideas that people have or preconceived notions in the gym, to even just overkill in the gym. Everything's gonna be talked about in this video, and we're gonna jump straight into it because I know y'all don't wanna hear me just talk, but we're gonna jump straight into it with unpopular opinion number one. Unpopular opinion number one, the hip abductor and the hip flexor machines are not sus, and you should be doing them in your workout routine. Now, I have a mostly male audience, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about this. Everyone's always concerned about what exercises make you look sus or which ones are, you know, sus in itself. First off, there's no problem if you are gay or whatever. I wanna make that explicitly clear. But a lot of guys are scared to go work out on a hip abductor because they feel as though they're gonna look sus doing it or gay. What? But the thing is, y'all need to start doing it, and let me tell you why. A lot of y'all are about 6 feet tall, or some of y'all are tall, y'all still can't even grab rim yet. Y'all got no type of bunnies. Y'all can't grab rim, unathletic. How are you swole but you not athletic, bro? See, one of the reasons is because you don't train your hip flexors and your hip abductors. Y'all think that if y'all start training your hip abductors, y'all gonna go from looking like Larry Wheels to looking like Saucy Santana. It's not gonna work like that. You're not gonna look like an IG baddie, or you're not gonna end up looking like, you know, a Saucy Santana dude, you know what I'm saying? So go ahead and start hitting your hip flexors. On a serious note, the hip flexors and the hip abductors is actually really important for you. It also helps you before your leg days, and it helps you warm up. I've recently started doing them, and I'm telling you, my leg lifts, my leg days have gotten so much smoother. I can finally walk up a flight of stairs and even go up escalators at the day after. Leg days shouldn't hurt, and one of the ways in which they won't hurt is if you actually go out your way to do the hip abductors and hip flexors. It stretches you out before you work out. So stop worrying about what machine's gonna make you feel sus. But the hip abductors and the hip flexors are really good in terms of building your explosiveness. So if you want to become more explosive, especially for my hoopers, football players, soccer players, go out your way to actually start hitting these. It doesn't even take that much time. No one's watching you in the gym regardless anyways, so don't think like, oh, if that one gym crush you see or that one girl that you think is bad in the gym is gonna be like, ugh, he hitting the abductors. Like, that girl is more than likely not going to say nothing about it. She probably not even focused on you right now. Sorry, brother, angel spirits, you know, she probably don't even care about you for real, for real. So you might as well go ahead and hit the abductors. Now, if there was one machine that I would say that is a little sus looking, like AO, is that one calf machine where it looks like you're low-key throwing it back and then like you're having to get on your toes and you know, hitting your little bunnies. That's the prison drop your soap special right there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't do that one. I'm not doing that one. I'm not having myself tooted up in the air. That's just me. You know, speaking of leg days, I have another unpopular opinion that we're gonna get into. Unpopular opinion number two, and it involves legs. Unpopular opinion number two, y'all make a leg day way harder than it has to be. Now, I'm not saying I'm a leg day skipper. I've done a few in my past, you know, I've skipped a few leg days. I'm not gonna act like I haven't. But every time I hear people talk about leg day, they talk about how it's so painful the day after. They talk about they can't move, they don't wanna get out of bed, they dread doing it. Well, it's because of what you're doing on leg day. I've seen people go into the gym and what they'll do is they'll go hit barbell squats. And they'll go ahead and hit 5 sets maxing out on that, or 3 sets maxing out on that. Then what they'll do is they'll go hit Bulgarian split squats, and then they'll hit pendulum squats, and then they'll go finish off with a Stairmaster. Or then if they hit the hamstrings the same day, they're doing RDLs, they're doing hamstring curls, and they're doing leg extensions all in one day. That's why it feels horrible. You're literally putting in 20 or so sets in a day for legs and expect it to yourself, well, bro, I wonder why this feels so bad. I mean, bro, you're putting yourself through the most painful workout. I like feeling a little bit of discomfort after a workout, you know what I'm saying? But it makes me feel like I'm doing, you know, something right. But at the end of the day, like, do you like pain? Nah, I like pain for Naruto, but some of y'all probably like pain. Some of y'all out there probably, freaking you like pain after your workouts. Let me stop. But all I'm saying is, it shouldn't be that bad. In all reality, you really just need about 4 exercises for a leg day if you want to hit both in the same session. 2 for your hamstrings, 2 for, you know, your quads. Now, some of these exercises are gonna hit both, but like all you really have to do is, let's say if I was gonna hit a leg day right now, I'll go hit some pendulum squats. I'll then maybe hit some leg extensions, RDLs, hamstring curls, done. And then throw in calves. I know some people say that calves don't really work, you know, the calf extensions don't work, but hey, calf raises, they don't work, but hey man, you know, I hit them. Hey, I hit them regardless. Even if my legs gonna be chicken legs, you know. Unpopular opinion number 3. The lat pull down machine is not the problem, you are. Yes, you, if you're a beginner. All these people on the internet talking about some, I can't feel a thing. They'll put them that same little audio. I didn't feel anything.
I didn't feel anything.
They'll say that and they'll put them, you know, doing a lat pull down. The reason why you don't feel anything is because you're ego lifting. If you actually sat back and actually did the lat pull downs and actually made sure that you were actually controlling the movement, you would feel it in your back. I've never, even when I was a beginner, never got on a lat pull down machine and never felt it. Y'all only feel it here because you're pulling so much weight you can't even get it down to where your back can even feel it. Also, make sure you're controlling the eccentric when you get back. Shout out Jeff Nippert, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying is you need to lower the weight. Yes, you lower the weight, bro, humble yourself, and then make sure you actually doing the movement correctly, because the problem is not the lat pull down machine, it's you. If your favorite influencers are able to grow from it and you aren't, maybe you can switch to pull-ups, which I do. I think pull-ups are the superior movement. But you know, the lat pull down, you should still be feeling it. If you're not feeling the exercise, it's normally you that's the problem. Don't vault the exercise. You need to figure out what you're doing wrong. Now, unpopular opinion number 4. Ab circuits are pointless. And what I mean by ab circuits are those videos that are like 5-minute ab workout that'll get you shredded before summer. Oh, or this ab workout will get you shredded. Do this every day. Those workouts are pointless, and this is what I mean by this. You need rest. And a lot of those ab workout videos can lead to injury if you're doing them over and over and over again. A lot of people are doing these exercises thinking that it's the exercise itself that is helping them build abs, but a lot of the time is they're heavy in cardio. They'll have you doing mountain climbers. That's literally cardio. They'll have you doing, these fast, Russian twists. You're literally doing cardio at this point. And they're not giving you enough rest in between sets. You're giving someone a 5-minute workout with maybe 10-second breaks in between each minute. Like, I remember I used to be doing those back during quarantine. I'm watching them do the videos. I'm like, dang, bro, can you slow down for 1 second? Like, bro, let me get a little break. I got the Gatorade symbol. I mean, these videos are hard, and I was fit back then. I used to play sports in high school. But I'm telling you, these ab circuit videos are not good. What you really can do is, if you're at home, hit planks. And make sure if you're doing sit-ups, crunches or whatever, make sure you're taking breaks. Every muscle needs rest to gain more muscle. You may be able to get in a little bit of muscle or gain a little bit of ab definition from these ab circuits, but you're not maximizing what you can gain. What they say, it's not optimal. Now, the thing is, if you're at the gym, I don't know why you would do an ab circuit at the gym. There's so many machines that can help you. Weighted crunches are a good one you could do. Hanging leg raises, that's a little bit more advanced. Or another one that you could do is maybe just decline sit-ups and then find a movement that can maybe help your obliques, maybe like a Russian twist. 2 exercises, pick them for the day, maybe 2 or 3 sets each, take them to failure, do it 2 or 3 times a week, boom. You're gonna get better abs than most people doing ab circuits. Because most people who do ab circuits end up quitting after a certain amount of time because of the pain through it, and also it is extremely just demanding in time. In terms of you're doing a lot more than you have to be doing to gain results. So my unpopular opinion is ab circuits are pointless and they're not good. I would never do ab circuits if I were you. They need to be vaulted. They need to get out of here. Now, if you made it this far into the video, you might as well subscribe, bro. Join the messengers, bro. We close to hitting 400 subscribers. I mean, you might as well join me. Hey, my name is Russell. I make nice little videos. I do vlogs. I do gym content. But go ahead and subscribe, bro. And follow me on Instagram. Don't be one of those. Follow me on the ground, bro. Try and get my followers up. I also respond to DMs. As long as you're not acting weird in my DMs, I will respond to you. And ask any other people in the comments. I do respond. But anywho, get back straight to the unpopular opinions. Unpopular opinion number 5, and this is gonna be the last unpopular opinion. The fitness community cares way too much about genetics. Genetics do not matter as much as you think. Now, here's what I mean by this. To get a good physique, you could have really bad genetics and still get a good physique. It may not be the physique that you see of your favorite fitness models. You may not look like David Lade. You may not look like Greg Doucette. You may not look like Simeon Panda. You may not look like insert any name here. But you will get a good physique majority of the time, and you will look better than most people walking around, bro. Let's be honest, America is like 70% overweight. So if you take the better as terms of aesthetically, and that's what you want, you're going to look more in shape than them regardless. Secondly, I need to ask you this. Do you truly know what you look like? Body dysmorphia is a big thing in the fitness community. Yeah, this one got a little bit serious. I want y'all to let this know, it's got a little serious. But do you truly even know what you look like? You may think you have bad genetics, but that's because you're comparing yourself to someone on social media and you have low self-esteem, right? You may have better genetics, but you truly don't even see yourself in the way in which other people do. To your friends and people around you, you may look jacked, but to yourself, you think you look small. So there's a lot of people that talk about genetics. Genetics obviously matter once you get into like big bodybuilding, and you know, once you're getting into like really deep in the rabbit hole of fitness, I guess when you're trying to, you know, plan out a structured routine of, you know, potentially competing one day. But genetics do not matter that much. You probably just aren't lifting. And if you look at me in the past, boom, boom. If you look at me in the past, you probably would have never thought like, okay, I could have gotten to where I got. Everyone that sees me from years and years ago were like, bro, I didn't know how you got to this size. Now, I'm not saying I'm the biggest dude in the world. I already know I'm not. So don't be in the chat saying this, or don't be in the comments saying that, all right? But all I'm saying is this. I was able to do it, and my genetics didn't look crazy good, you know? I know for sure you can do it as well. So stop overemphasizing the genetics, and the fitness community overemphasizes genetics way too much to kind of make people sit back and think, well, dang, I can't do this. Bro, you're going to look good if you start working out, period. Point blank, period. And at the very least, you'll look better than what you do right now. So I'm telling you, stop caring so much about genetics. I don't care about genetics anymore. You know, the only thing genetics really matter for is like your calves. Hey, you look at me and then look at my brother. Like, my brother's calf genetics are just the way it is. He's been like that since he was a baby, you know, since he was a youngin'. Now, me on the other hand, my calves are a bit smaller than his. But all I'm saying is stop caring about genetics. And that's gonna round out the unpopular opinions. Now, that wrapped out the 5 unpopular opinions I did. Now, maybe y'all wanted more, but you know, I'm just giving this a little try, you know, see if y'all like this content. If you do, I'm gonna make a part 2. Cause there's a lot of more opinions I had out there that I wanted to share, but you know, hey man, I'm gonna start giving out more commentary videos in a way. I've been vlogging way too vlogged out. But you know, if you like the video, I want you to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'm telling y'all, road to 500 is coming. It's coming to an end probably in a few months. Hopefully we get to that milestone. I appreciate every single one of the messengers, you know, MSG over everything, messengers over everything, you know, Big M. But you know, I appreciate y'all. Russell out.